All right, here we go. This is so exciting to be here with the two of you to talk about Storytell and using Storytell to build Storytell. So maybe we'll just do lightning fast introductions and then dive right in. How does that sound? Okay, all right. Erica, why don't you start?
Hi, I'm Erica Anderson. I'm the Chief Customer Officer for Storytell.
Awesome. Okay, Jing.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jing. I'm the CTO of Storytell.
All right, great. And I am Drodio. I'm the CEO of Storytell, and I'm going to share my screen. If you would like to learn a little bit more about us, about the three founders, there's actually a page. We have a careers page. I'll pull that up for a second here. So on our careers page, we have a little bit about life at Storytell, about some of the open roles. But then if you also scroll down, you can see that there's a little bit about the founders here as well. So feel free to learn more about us from there. For now, though, what we're really going to focus on is, why does Storytell exist? Why did we start this company? What's the thing that we're hoping to be able to achieve? How are we going to be getting it done? And then what underpins all of that? Our shared values. So, the ways that we want to make sure that we're working together to achieve this vision that we have. So maybe I'll just start us off with the vision, and then Erica, you can take the mission. Jing, you can give us just a very quick overview of the North Star metric, and then we'll dive into the strategy and shared values. Sound good? Cool.
Sounds great.
So we think of the vision as the ultimate destination of Storytell. So what's the dent on the universe that we're trying to make? What's the really big problem that we're trying to solve? And we just believe that there's a huge opportunity to distill signal from noise. The most valuable moments in our lives are the signal, and there's just a lot of noise that keeps us from being as effective as humans as any of us can be. And we really believe that by distilling signal from noise, we can increase the effectiveness of every human in their interactions and their ability to build and create and do the things that they do, to work or to play or everything. So distilling signal from noise is the very core of everything that Storytell is doing. So that's the ultimate vision. That's also a very big vision, and that's a multi-decade project. And so we have a mission, and the mission is the part of the vision that we're tackling first. So this is our approach to achieve the vision. And so Erica, maybe you can talk for a minute about the mission.
Yeah, so this is around creating and recommending storytiles. Storytiles is something that we've trademarked and we've created with our product. The best way to understand storytales is to experience them. But essentially, have you ever sat through a meeting and there was just one aspect of it that was so valuable? Maybe it's not the entire time, but you'd love to be able to share that with other people. Why is it only the people in that meeting that get to experience that moment? We talk a lot, lately in the world about democratizing access. And so this is essentially democratizing access to really valuable moments. So this is that signal that's coming through. Why can't I share the signal with the world? And that's what Storytiles allow you to do.
Okay, and in fact, you're going to experience Storytiles because we're going to take this video and we're going to run it through Storytell, and we'll see what kinds of Storytiles Storytell creates. So we've got this broad vision to distill signal from noise. The way that we're doing it is by creating and recommending valuable Storytiles, and Erica described what those are. So the next thing is, how do we measure our ability to actually create and recommend valuable Storytiles? How do we measure how well we're doing that? And that gets into this North Star metric that we have. So this is the singular metric that we are focused on, always improving, always making this go up and to the right. And so this is the effective value North Star metric. Jing, do you want to talk for a minute about this?
Yes, we're using effective value to measure our success, and also for us to prioritize all the work we do. The effective value is a metric that we define that measures how effective we are creating and recommending Storytiles. Let me give a little bit of context about how our product works. We first extract a lot of Storytiles and showing to the users. And when users are interested, they will click and open to see the detailed tile view. So the first term you can see in the North Star metric is the total number of tile view. This means that the users think this content is interesting and they go and engage with it. The more views we have, the more value we deliver to the user. And the second term here is called effective ratio. This is the ratio of the tiles that we recommend to the users and actually users liked and engaged. This measured how effective we recommend our tiles into users. We believe our loss stat metric, which is the multiplication of these two terms, would be a very effective way for us to measure our success and help us to build the top-notch product that our customers will like.
Awesome. Thank you, Jing. Oh, I get so excited just listening to you talk about this, because this is a way to quantify this mission. It's a way, and as you get to know us, as you get to know Storytell, you'll see that we're using this North Star metric everywhere. It's in our sprint planning process as we're building product. It's in our customer success work to make sure that we're doing things that are creating and recommending more valuable story tiles. Now we get into the strategy that we're using. So this is where the rubber hits the road. And we've defined the big challenge as we lose the most valuable moments of our days and hence our lives, because the technology simply does not exist to distill signal out of noise accurately, reliably, and at scale. And this is what Erica is really alluding to at the beginning. How many times have you been in an hour-long meeting and there's just one part of that meeting that you wish that you could pull out and send to somebody else? It might only be 30 seconds long. Well, guess what? That's a story tile. And we are here creating a solution that is to use artificial intelligence to distill valuable moments from the noise of everyday life. We find and categorize these valuable moments into related concepts through our proprietary Mercury AI algorithm. We transform these related concepts into story tiles, each of which contains a unique set of attributes. So this is our strategy. This is the way that we are executing on our mission of creating and recommending valuable story tiles so that we can achieve our vision of distilling signal from noise. But that's just one piece of the puzzle. The real question is, how as humans are we all orienting and working together in order to be able to build and scale a company that does this incredible thing that we're talking about? And this gets into our values. So I'm going to take us over to our shared values here. And our shared values are essentially the things that we really believe to be true, where we are also looking for others that believe the same things. Now, it's not to say that a value is good or bad. It just is. There's companies that have different values and work in different ways. And what the really important thing is that we find people that share values, because as humans, we step into our values when there's tension. So if one person, for example, values shipping a product fast and another person values shipping it when it's really right, then those two people are going to have a lot of conflict if they get into the same company, and one wants to ship all the time and the other wants to wait till it's more perfect. It's not to say that one is good or bad. Companies are built in both ways, but if we can share the values, then we have a lot more flow and a lot less friction in the way that we build Storytell. So we have 6 shared values, which we'll show you here. Everyone is crew. Market signal is our North Star. The power of now. We default to transparency. We prioritize clean communication in our interactions. And the last one is that we are a learning organization. And so we're not going to have time to go into each one in detail, but you can click on each one. And if you click read more, you can read a lot more about our thinking behind this value. What does this value mean? How do we live this value? We have even over statements like crew over self, or sharing over silence. One good thing over another good thing. And so I think the thing that I would propose for right now, maybe Erica and Jing, maybe you can each just kind of pick one of these and talk in a bit more detail about one that really resonates with you. So I don't know, Erica, if you'd like to start.
Yeah, I would speak to clean communication. So we acknowledge the fact that we are humans at work, not automatons. And so we have feelings and needs. And when all of that comes into everything, there's conflict. And we welcome that too, because it's always a chance to grow and learn and improve our processes and improve our communication. So it's a whole framework that we are training everyone on, so that internally we can just be the smooth ship, and find our destination easier, with less friction. And this is how we're doing it with everything that Trudy is highlighting here. Yeah, so much to say about it, but that's my really short way of getting at it.
And this has been incredible for me as a startup founder to really learn from Erica about these concepts of clean communication and, bringing into the workplace our entire whole person, not just our professional self, but being able to share like feelings and needs and say, hey, I want to check something out with you. Can I check something out about like what I'm observing right now? Like how often in business meetings do we say that we want to check something out? But that's the culture that we're creating here at Storytell. And so that's a really important value for us. Okay, Jing, how about you?
Yeah, I'll pick the power of now. So the power of now is the spirit that whenever you have the communications, you think about what things you can immediately deliver value, what things you can do. It doesn't mean that you have to done everything or finish everything now, but it does mean that you need to think proactively what things you can do to move forward. So that would allow us, everyone, to be very proactive and moving fast as organizations.
And Jing, you mentioned a really important part of this, which is it doesn't mean that we get everything done now. And so, like we say here, it's about being aware of what's present in the moment and attending to that. And sometimes what that means, like to your point, Jing, is that maybe just getting the ball rolling is something that we can do now so that others can work around that. And we talk here about the importance of scoping down and delegating now, for example, versus waiting to do a bigger thing later. So, delivering a little bit of value now to give those around us a starting point to anchor off of. So the power of now is focusing around what we're going to do now versus next. And this has been a really great value. We talk about this one all the time, like in the power of now, what can we be doing right now? And what do we want to delegate right now to get off of our plates? That's been a really great one. Is there anything else about this list of values that you'd like to share, or just this concept of shared values more broadly?
I can just, yeah, speak to how it's been so important to us to have these since the beginning, and we've already revved on these. So we're including this in part of our recruiting effort of like having essentially a values panel just to see, where does everyone land, and are these things that, resonate for you, whether in past experience or something that you're really open to and want to try.
Well, thank you both. Jing, anything else that you want to add as a closing thought here?
Yeah. So the quick thing I want to add, I want to share here is that this is a huge voyage ahead of us. We are all crew. Everyone is crew in this voyage, and we're chasing big goals. And the values that we share here is allow us to build the best spaceship and rocket, so that we can achieve our goal. Yeah.
Yeah, that is beautiful. And it's amazing to be on this journey with the two of you. And now that we've started to hire, crew into our spaceship and be, on this launch pad and going off into space together, it's just such a joy to build this company with both of you and our entire crew, and all of you who might be watching who are future crew for Storytell. We'd love to get to know you. And if you have more questions for us about this, we obviously care a lot about it. We're trying to be really intentional because we're here to build a very long-term impactful company. We'd love to build one of the biggest companies in the world, and we're just at the beginning. So come join us. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Ciao.
Thank you.